Welcome to another podcast of the current situation at Manchester United. Manchester United grabbed 3 points against Brentford away from home. Now, on the balance of play itself in the first half, Brentford was a top tier dog in the first half. Like, if you saw how Brentford was going at it against Manchester United in the first half, you would think that at some point, the time was coming where Brentford would at least get our nick a goal. Based on how they were aggressive in the first half, Brentford, Manchester United was trying to catch up. They were playing catch up. They were getting donkey lanes by Brentford in the first half. This is a side that is 10 points off the relegation zone. And Manchester United, for some reason, was playing catch up with Brentford in the first half. Now, like I've mentioned before, most Manchester United, and also me guys know this already, that David De Gea, the wall of Spain, is not the same David De Gea as previous years, prior to 2018 to be specific. But for some reason, this season, the former spirit of David De Gea pre 2018 has come on the shoulders of De Gea. De Gea, if it wasn't for De Gea, fuck, because I know that this Spider-Man movie just came out with Tom Holland playing as Spider-Man. David De Gea should be starring as Spider-Man if they're making another Spider-Man movie in the next upcoming years, because the performance of David De Gea in the first half, we could have been 4-0 down. At least 4-0 down. And at least 4-0. No, given the shots that they took, it was kind of weak shots. But the fact is that there were a few times where David De Gea, if it wasn't for the prowess of David De Gea between the sticks, that Manchester United would have been down at least 3 to 4 goals. That defense is very shaky, man. And no, it's not because we're missing Maguire. We don't miss Maguire. That's not the reason why the defense looked shaky, because if he was in the starting lineup, it would have looked shaky anyway. But our midfield is a testament to how good our defense is. If the midfield is weak, that's going to show in the defense. We started, as if I'm Ralph Ragnick, right? Don't be fooled by the German cap because I'm a fan of Ralph Ragnick. I'm not a fan of Ralph Ragnick. But the Mark Fred midfield started today, and Fred in the first half, along with Scott McTominay, man, it was very poor. I thought I was watching a League Two rivalry game, and I don't even watch League Two, and I'm saying that. But the quality of football in terms of from the perspective of Manchester United was just direly poor. And I don't know about this Gina pressing or whatever, but it's very stressing, bro. Because if this is the type of football that is claimed by the godfather of German football, then I don't want any of it at all. That's not football. But anyway, in the first half, Manchester United got away with it. Like I just mentioned, David De Gea was the main man between the sticks and the main man in the game from Manchester United's perspective that saved our skin. We should have gotten skinned in the first half. But in the second half, let me just say this. Elanga, I wasn't expecting Elanga to play. I was expecting probably Rashford to start with CR7. But in the second half, Manchester United screwed. They tied up their defense a bit. They became more dominant in the second leg. In the second half, they monopolized more of the possession, and that pass from Fred. No, I know some of you guys, take the mickey out of Fred because Fred is an easy target to make fun of, but Fred is probably our best long-range passer in the squad. Let me repeat that. Fred is probably, know the word that I'm saying, probably our best long-range passer in the squad. Bruno Fernandes was all about hoof and hope in the first half and the second half in terms of passing. Of course, as an attacking midfielder, as a number 10, you want to make the risk of playing passes to try to break the lines, because we couldn't break Brentford in the first half. That's why, man like Bruno was hoofing balls over the top, but it wasn't finding anybody. It wasn't finding CR7. It wasn't finding Mason Greenwood. It wasn't finding Elanga, nobody as at all. So in the second half, that pass from Fred, man, was very beautiful. The goal, the take from Elanga, I think it was a fluke, but if it's a fluke, then it is what it is. But the take from him to beat the goalkeeper, although I think it was unexpected, to beat the goalkeeper and to just finish it like that, just finish up your dinner like that. I think that takes some doing. He got his goal. Although I don't think he's good enough for Manchester United, but I'm going at down the young youth. He's doing his thing. I'm not playing for Manchester United, and he's playing for Manchester United. So that basically changed the tide of the game because it was in our favor. Remember, in the first half, if you were to see the first how Brentford played in the first half, they were playing with confidence. They had us out a few times. Our defense was out of line. It was out of pocket. In the second leg, given the goal, Manchester United could, I wouldn't say, drop the bar a bit or just coast a bit. But Manchester United pick up some pace. They pick up some momentum. And we got the second goal, which was from Bruno Fernandes' assist to Mason Greenwood in space. Now, I've heard some persons, and I've made a few comments on CR7, and I'm going to reiterate what I basically some of what I said. I believe that CR7 should be dropped. Now, I'm not saying this to tamer on the name of CR7 because I'm a hater. I don't hate CR7. You see, I'm a lover and I'm an admirer of his work. But at this particular time, we cannot be allowing ourselves to have CR7 in starting lineup to just be a placeholder with with a zero on it, with no goals or no assists. That's what he is right now, bro. CR7, the embodiment of CR7 right now is just goals. He's a stat man. He should be teaching a course in mathematics called stats. He should be teaching a third year course in university. Talk about stats. So having him in the starting lineup was basically a waste. We played basically with 10 men. Well, I could basically say 9 because McTominay was offline. But in terms of the second half, I know CR7. That was a good link up. Mason Greenwood got his goal, but the attitude. And CR7 was talking about mentality. I'm going to be doing a video. I don't know if I'm going to be doing this week about mentality. Yeah, I might do it. I might actually do it. No, I don't have the time to do it tomorrow. CR7, his attitude when he was coming off. No, I understand that. Yes, he has the fortitude of he has the goal and fortitude mentality where he wants to win. He wants to get all the accolades because he got an accolade. This, I think it was yesterday. Yeah. He got an accolade for being, some goal scorer or whatever. But his attitude when he was coming off basically tells you what you need to know about CR7. I told you guys already. We don't need the attitude of fat little girls in our squad. We have spoiled brats that believe that they're good, but they're just good for the moment, and they think when they're good for the moment that they're a good player as is. And that's not the case. CR7's attitude when he was coming off, that shows that he's spoiled. He's very spoiled, You could say that he's entitled, and you could say that's a good thing because looking back at his career, bro, this is not what CR7 is used to. He's not used to fighting for 7th place, aside from Juventus. He's not used to that. So you can understand the frustration, the irritation that he's shown, that he's exhibited when he was coming off of the field. He was expecting Greenwood to come off. But Greenwood got a goal. You didn't get a goal. You were the goal scorer. Hold on. Yeah, you're supposed to come off, man. Because you weren't doing anything in the game. You're just a placeholder with no value on it. So when he was coming off, you could see his frustration. And it's like he wanted to go one-on-one with Ralph Ragnick on the sideline. Some person might say, man, he's a crybaby. He's a crybaby, He cries when he doesn't get his way. Dude, like I just mentioned, he's a winner. He's a born-bred winner that is used to winning games and winning titles. He's not used to fighting for seventh or sixth place. That's not him. He's used to getting first place and being on the on. He's used to getting first place, man. So to him coming off, you could understand his frustration. Yeah, you can call him a crybaby or whatever. The goal from Rashford to finish it, 3-0. Yeah, it wasn't the best of performances, but we stole the spoil. That was good enough. Don't be fooled by this. Don't be fooled by the result. We still have a lot of work to do from our defense, definitely in the midfield, and we have the strikers need to work out. Ralph Ragnick, given that he'll be here for 4 to 5 months, needs to work out a solution to how the two strikers are going to play together. Isn't because if it's CR7, man, I don't think everybody knows that CR7 is a greedy goal scorer. He's not one to be sharing. Hence why he doesn't celebrate with certain teammates or some of his teammates. But overall, the game wasn't enticing. It wasn't appetizing. But we got the 3 points. The 3 points is good enough for the moment. It wasn't. Again, bro, we cannot be fooled by the self play because the self play. Although I said this on the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but the self play, the game, the balance of play by Manchester United was very poor, especially in the first half. It was God bless David De Gea, man. God bless David De Gea. I hope God cements a place for David De Gea up there. So because David De Gea saved us a lot of times, especially in the first half. Leave your links. Leave your comments down below in the comment section. Like and subscribe to the channel. It was a very good game, and we have West Ham next. I think is away at home, so that will be an interesting encounter. I'll show it to you guys in that preview. Like and subscribe to the channel. Click that bell as well. Peace.